I thought what we could do tonight is a kind of exposing anything that we have that's in ourselves, like anything like guilt or anger or disappointment, anything kind of that you could call negative, and just like expose it, like allow it to be heard and healed by the just, yeah, by creation and our creator. So um, I'll just press mute if I can find it. Can never find it on here. There we are. Complicated. Okay. Right. So if we just maybe start by breathing. Maybe focus on breathing very gently, not necessarily deeply, but very sensitively. As if we're aligning our breath with our energy. And it almost feels like creating these lines of energy and lines of breath that are connecting together. And it's as if one connects to another and connects to another. And it takes our perception or our sense of our mind bigger, larger. So every breath, we're going further in our mind, we're creating more space. It's almost like creating this huge molecule with forces in between. Making the space more open, as if we're opening up rooms in our mind that are perfectly shaped. It's like those tents that you open out and they become this shape from being flat. Yet it's happening in a gentle, natural kind of way. As if we're just realizing how vast our mind is, and how far it stretches. And we just feel how everything can slow down. Our sense of time, our sense of reality. Our thoughts, and that delicate breath just becomes something that we don't control anymore. Like it's happening to us. We're receiving it. As if we were wind chimes or some kind of flute. And we're just feeling how open and light, how illuminated the channel is. And just remembering again that we didn't create ourselves, and that we're part of the whole. That we are the whole. And we share it with everyone. Just feeling how powerful that sharing is. The energy, the vibration of that. And that it can be like food for us, like air, like our breath again. And there's a sense of allowing everything to come together, allowing everything to make sense in a way that's beyond our thoughts. And now, in this light, we can just allow anything that we feel can be cleansed from us, anything that we feel is a secret or something we would want to hide or not be accountable or aware of, not admit to. Just allow that to be fully seen, felt, heard by this communal light. Just allowing it to rise up. Maybe it feels like it comes from the body, from our body. Maybe it feels like it comes from our mind. And it certainly seems to come from our separate sense of ourself. But we're inviting it in, we're welcoming. Anything that feels like it darkens our experience, like resistance, disappointment, maybe guilt. Maybe there's anger or even rage, grief, or fear. And we're just feeling that strong sense of letting go, opening up, being vulnerable, sharing to each other, and also sharing to that greater wisdom, to our guidance. And maybe it's going through phases. And keep breathing. The breathing is helping to keep the space open and limitless. As that limitless space is always open. We're allowing whatever it is we're feeling to fill that space. And remembering that where we have faith, we trust this process. That any kind of darkness will always be healed by light. Really allowing the darkness to meet the light. Letting that powerful reaction take place. And understanding that we don't need to hide anything. And we don't need to hold on to anything. And we don't need to identify with any kind of darkness. Because we have the power to bring it to this light. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You can feel appreciation for the process of cleansing. How relaxing it is. What a relief it is. To allow everything to be given to that light, to be shared in that light. And to realize that in that light, it doesn't exist. Just focusing on that knowledge that the darkness is not part of us. Because we can let it go. Just becoming aware of the peace, the peace that's like an atmosphere of its own. a rich, smooth, palpable atmosphere that soothes and heals any feeling of lack and has that power to shift the negative into love and joy. And we're just becoming aware of the joy now in the space of emptiness, emptiness of that heavy, illusion that we were holding. And just returning to the breath. And allowing ourselves to forgive, to feel how forgiving ourselves for the darkness is the same as awareness of the vastness of our mind. So the darkness doesn't exist. When we forgive it. And feeling how the forgiveness is the same as opening up that space, the illumination, and it takes us out of that idea of being an individual and brings us together as one force, one light, one love. And we're just appreciating that. The joy for having cleansed our mind of everything we were holding, and also feeling powerful about our ability to do that again when we need to, if we need to. Feeling the celebration within. How easy it is to share and connect and be in this light. And knowing that we can bring this into our lives, into every minute of our awareness, and share it with everyone around us. We can just open our eyes now when we're ready.